Alrighty then. Oh god, it has been a while. We are back for the penultimate round of season 7. Hopefully you lot had a good Christmas and a happy new year from all of the ALR team, especially from the commentary and from the admins, owners, helpers, and obviously the drivers. Today we will be driving in Tokyo Expressway, the south counterclockwise version, which includes the long ass hairpin and a very long straight. So the drivers will be tested. It's basically a BTEC Monaco, if you want to put it that way. And apparently there's going to be a whole grid today, according to Pyro, who is in the lobby somewhere, not exactly sure where, but he is in there anyways. And we will be driving in the night for the first time in ALR, especially in Tokyo as well. And if you didn't know, this is tier 3, which I'll be commentating today, not tier 1, which I normally do. And as tier 1 title has already been decided, Iggy has won tier 1, which was quite obvious, but he didn't really have a massive title challenge like he did for the past 3 seasons. But apparently in tier 3 there's a title challenge, which is not going to be decided today, but it will be decided in the next round in Spa-Francorchamps. But let's have a look at the standings. Actually, I'll tell you the standings after or during qualifying, same as the constructors, which I'm pretty sure, no, it's not even sealed. Both of the standings are yet to be decided. Looks like the Subaru team. Okay. For some reason the Subaru team are somehow not bottom, but okay. But anyways, we move. And it's very tight. Especially in the drivers anyway. Not so much as in the constructors title. But in the drivers, only 4 points are separated. So I should be expecting a at the front battle or something. As soon the drivers will be able to go out, I'm pretty sure. It looks like it will be like last week. It's going to be a reverse grid for the endurance race. So however they qualify in the sprint, that's how they will it's going to be then reversed to from last to first during the endurance race. So whoever came 15th, they're going to be first, and whoever came first, they're going to be 15th. Anyway. Anyway, we move, and looks like it's going to be time to go. As am I going to be the only stream? No, it's going to be also tier 2, which will be streamed by one of the owner admins, I should say, Boomer, who is, as I just said, one of the admins. But who cares about them? Tier 3 is more important, as there's a bigger title challenge. I'm not exactly quite sure if there is a title challenge for tier 2. Let's have a look if there will be. And looks like I can't really tell. Actually, no, never mind. There is a little bit of a title challenge, but not a massive one, to be honest with you. As right, okay. Let's get into the settings for all this. There we go. Solid. And just like that, we have Lottie in the Renault. We got Major in the Porsche. Abmo as well in the Porsche. Stefan, if that's how you pronounce your name, is in the Aston Martin, which has been a very popular car here in ALR. Wuzliv, or however you pronounce your name, Wuzzy, that's how I'm going to call you, in the Supra, as the lobby has just reset, which is okay, and looks like it is go time for all the drivers. If my game wants to be okay. Any drivers out on track? Wuzzy is out on track, Abmo and Lottie as well. Madman Jam in the Jaguar as well. Madlock, Sways, I don't know how you pronounce your name, but he's in the BMW Major, as we spoke about him. He's in the Porsche. Stefan, Stefan Skittles, we all know him. Andy Winters as well, we all know him as well. Bo, one of the contenders, he is in the Lexus apparently. You can't really tell. There we go. He's in the Lexus, he's driving the Lexus. There's Pyro in the Mazda, sponsored by Lucas A, it looks like. Beautiful livery. Lipa is also another one who is a title challenger for Tier 3, as he drives a Nissan, looks like Nissan GTR, so that, okay. As everyone has already started their laps, as the start line is as soon as you come out of the pit lane, which is quite nice if you ask me. There's Abmo hitting a wall a little bit there, as I will commentate only this part of the session, and then I'm going to tell you the standings for this tier, as this tier has not really been streamed much here in ALR, but that's okay, as there's always something happening around the tiers that I always mention as we head towards the hairpin. Lego IG has just left, mostly for that hairpin, out and through the outside and in once again, as he now heads up the hill, and he's going to break at the 15-meter board. I'm pretty sure as he takes it in fourth, he's going to take this right in the middle of the track, left, right, and then left. He's going to break at the 15-meter board once again, and it's going to be a very quick time of a 1:56, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere around there. It is going to be a 1:56.7 as he sets the provisional pole lap time, and Lottie as well, only 4/10 behind. Abmo nearly not 3 seconds behind. Jesus Christ, okay. Major in third, Madman Jam, never mind. Andy Winters just in third, Major in fourth, Madman Jam fifth. Swaz, or however you pronounce your name, I really don't know, sorry lad. Skittles in 8th, Abmo 9th, Bo in 10th, so not the best lap from the tier leader so far. Stylefan, I think that's how you pronounce it, in 12th so far, so not the cleanest laps from tier 3. As Pyro is just about to set he's a very long way away, as Lipa is on provisional pole with a 1:55.7, as we're going to watch the leader so far. As now I'm going to tell you the standings for tier 3, and that's how I normally do. As Bo, the title, one of the title contenders, is leading tier 3 season 7 with 187 points, as Lipa is in second with 183, 4 points separated between the first place and second place. as they are the only two contending for the championship in Tier 3, as Andy Winters, brilliant season from him, with 129 points, so a massive gap backwards, only 54 points behind second, as Major in fourth, 127 points, 2 points behind Andy Winters, as Wuzzy in sixth in the Toyota. He's 121 points behind, so he's only 6. No, never mind. Swaz, or again in the BMW, he is in 5th with 121 points. He's only 6 behind, as Wuzzy in 6th. That's how I meant it. In with 95 points, as Bo now sets the fastest lap of the qualifying session with a 1:55.6. And Lipa has just went in for a brand new set of soft tyres, so it's going to be an all soft race, I'm pretty sure. Or there's going to be a pit stop, but I don't know, from the two title contenders anyway. Right, and Pyro in 7th in the Mazda as well. He has lost out on points, as he did miss 2 races, looks like, in week 5. He is on, I'll tell you right now, hold on, 92 points, looks like. And that's pretty much the top 7. As we go for the constructors, Lexus in the lead with 273 as they lead. BMW up next with Swaz and Andy Winters in the BMW, 250 points, only 23 away, so there is still the constructors battle to be fought out of. Abmo with Major in the Porsche team, 204, 46 points behind. The Nissan GTR between Lipa and Samklov, with Samklov hasn't really been in attendance, so it's pretty much Lipa by himself earning all those points in with 195. Then it comes the Mazda Atenza team between Pyro and Skittles McNasty with 146 points. Then you got the Supra team, the Toyota Supra with 95. Aston Martin then comes in at 6th. You got 63 points. No, hold on, no, 7th. Aston Martin, sorry. Then you got the Corvettes, Jaguar, Renault, and well, Subaru, and then the Renault team. That's how it should be, but yeah. Looks like Charles had a ban for 2 races, looks like. As Lipa sets another fastest lap of a 1:54.9, 7/10 quicker than his title rival of Bo_2603. I don't know why I'm saying their full names, but I am. As Andy Winters is somehow in the mix as well. And then obviously that is Tier 3, looks like. As all the Monday tiers are running, just well, except for the ones which are not on stream. So you got Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, which are running all on Monday. And if you are interested in participating in one of these races, then make sure to join the ALR Discord in the description of the channel, which I'm streaming on. And you might be able to, well, you will be in one of those streams if you're going to end up in Tier 1, 2 or 3, as we are looking for commentators as well. So if you want to be part of our commentary team in Gran Turismo or even F1 22, then there's also that. If you want to be a steward as well, there's also that. So, or you could just be a driver. And that's pretty much it, as Andy Winters just hits the wall. on the entry of turn 1. And this is going to be a very hard overtaking place to even, as Bowie sets an even quicker lap. So these two are just going to be trading provisional poles, looks like. And looks like it's very close between those two. There's going to be a very nice battle as Andy Winters drifting through the chicane. And through the fast right-hander he goes. Swerving that BMW through the night lights of Tokyo. As that is time, so that will be the final laps of this qualifying session, as it is only a 10-minute session. And who's it going to be between? Is it going to be between Andy Winters, or is it going to be Leaper, or is it going to be Bo, or is it going to be someone else who is going to set the fastest time as Wuzzy goes through the night lights of Tokyo into the final bend? He goes, it's looking good for him. But is it going to be good enough for a 154? It's not going to be a good enough. It's only going to be good enough for a 156.2, as Andy Winters a 157.1. Who's it going to be between the two title contenders? Is it going to be Bo? Is it going to be Lee? But between these two, it's now, will the Polish or the British driver going to take pole position here in Tokyo? Who's it going to be as they head towards the final straight? Bo's going to be good enough for 155.8 as Lima from Poland takes pole position here in Tokyo with a 154.8. Only 56 milliseconds separating the two title contenders. This is why Tier 3 was one of the most hyped up tiers in ALR, and I see why, especially between these two. I kind of want to know between Tier 4, as Bo and Lego are both rocking RP Ken Block's liveries for today's race. As did you have to interrupt? Yeah, but they're both running RP Ken Block liveries, as it is a massive rest in peace for a legend of the sport. And thanks for blocking the camera, as you see the two title contenders going head to head. Lego or Bo, if you are watching this stream, can you give me a nice little... Oh, never mind. I was going to say, give me a nice little... Let me have a look at your livery, but never mind. As we head for the 5 red lights here in Tokyo. As it's going to happen again. No. As it's 5 red lights and away we go, as Leaper gets a brilliant start off the line, and Lego as well is going to get a brilliant start off the line, as well as he's going to try and pick up some positions as we head towards turn 1 here in Tokyo. Not for the first time, as people are hitting the wall on the entry, as the two title contenders are heading head to head towards turn 2. They go underneath the bridge. As Bo has the inside line, Leaper has to go around the outside. Who's it going to be? As Andy Winters is going to try and join in on the fun. And it's going to be Andy Winters who's going to take P1 from the start as we head towards turn 5 of this Tokyo Expressway circuit, as Lipa now tries to go down the inside, but unfortunately Andy Winters cuts off the path of Lipa, as everyone else just following each other, trying to get the possible slipstream if possible, as we see even beyond Pyro, as we will have a look here, Major and Skittles trying to go head to head even, as we head for the hairpin here. There could be a possible overtake between Skittles McNasty on Major, or is Major going to send it on Pyro? No, he's not. As we look further ahead, Bo takes the lead from Andy Winter, same as Lipa still in second. Lego overtakes Andy as well, as Lego goes quite wide there on Andy. Andy's going to take full advantage here. Oh, in Tokyo, as he's hitting the wall everywhere he goes, and towards the final, one of the final bends. And there's the final bend here. They're going to go side by side. Jesus. Nearly as Atmo. They're going to go free wide into turn one. As that is not something that you really want to see. As Andy here goes through them both on the outside line. And he takes P3, as we will watch on here with Andy. And we will stay with him for now. As Lego and Atmo 3-4-5. Actually, from Andy Winters, as Lego's going to try and send it on Andy, as he does send it, but Andy Winters is going to try and switch back on Lego, as even Woozy is going to try and get now here, as they make contact there a little bit, as we head towards turn 5, or turn 6 I think it is, the quick right-hander, as Pyro and Amber and Major trying to go side by side. Pyro having so far a good start to the race here, with normally his bad luck, but we shall see this race if his luck is on his side, or has the fortunes turned this new year, as Major is going to try and take away a position from his teammates, as he will not, but we do see Pyro there in the background, as Paggy as well picks himself a free position, looks like, for P9, as Skittles is very quickly dropping positions as well, as Baggy tries to mix. He's going to actually, never mind, it's going to be Pelotti, I think it is, in the Renault, who's going to try and make some moves, but that doesn't seem to be the case. However, Skittles is very close on Pelotti's rear, as he's going to try and make the move into turn 1, but he won't, unfortunately, as he thought about it but then pulled out last second. As we head towards turn 2, Bo still leading this race from Lipa and Andy Winters, as Woozy in 4th, Ambo in 5th, Lego in 6th, as Lego is starting to drop some positions, as probably Major is going to try and get as close as possible, but that doesn't seem to be the case, as Pyro only 3 tenths down on Major, as we head through the right-hander. Major tries to get as close as possible to Pyro with the slipstream possible, as we're going to drive along with Major, as he's sticking with that left-hand wall as close as he possibly can. Is this going to be the right time to make the move? It's probably not going to, as he makes a diving lunge on Pyro through the right-hander, and Major picks himself in free position. Well, it's not really free, but from a long way far back. What a move that was from Major. Very far back on Pyro, and he caught him napping completely, as he should be defending that right-hand lane, and give Major the long way round, but looks like he wasn't expecting Major to be making a move like that from so far back. Baggy for Life will try to make a move on Pyro as he gets the slipstream. Pyro trying to defend as he does have the inside line, as Baggy will try and go running outside as they head side by side. Baggy using the wall to support him as he loses time, unfortunately, to Pyro, and he can't make the move happen for him as Andy still in third. Got a little pressure from the Supra behind him, as looks like Leapers now took the lead from this race with nearly 9 minutes left to go. As we head through the right-hander with these two. As I'm trying to find a battle for you lot, as I don't think I will, and we'll just go back to the front of the pack between Leaper and Bo, as that looks like where most of the competition is. 2 seconds ahead of Andy, with a possible 2.6 seconds ahead for Leaper, ahead of Andy, looks like. As Bo will try and use the slipstream coming out of the Nissan GTR, which is right ahead of him as they head towards the twisty part of the circuit. Left, right, and then left. And then to the right once again. Never mind, to the left. There we go. And then left once more as we head for lap 5 out of a possible... another 5 more, I think. So that's what I'm thinking, as they are both on very similar tyre wear. That's what I meant to say. As we look further back, we see Andy, Wuzzy, Lego, as he heads side by side with Admo, as Admo will now take 5th from Lego, but Lego does have the inside line and still going to be side by side as they head towards the double right-hander of Tokyo Expressway, and it's going to go Lego's way as now they head for the chicane, and it will go Lego's way. And now he's going to be looking at the back of Wuzzy, who has a 1.5 second time penalty, which could be possible P9 for him as Lego hits the wall on the exit of the right-hander. That is something that you really do not want, as now Wuzzy has a penalty coming his way. That's something which you don't want at all. As there we go, we see the Ken Block livery in the flesh, in the lights of the tunnel of Tokyo, as Admo and Major are having their little teammate scrap going on in the background. As Wuzzy is going to try and have a go on Andy, the flying Finn is going to try and go at the British, at the Brit, sorry, in the twisty part of the circuit, as he might not be able to keep up, as Lego looks like he's going to be the one who's going to be trying to go for P4, as he does go P4, and now he's going to try and go at Andy, who, well, now Wuzzy is going to have to slow down, and he's going to lose too many positions to even count. As we head for the left-hander between Lego and Andy, as looks like Bo has made a massive mistake and Leaper is all by himself, as the tyre wear for the Lexus don't seem to go its way. I'm pretty sure the medium wasn't the right tyre to go for this track, as Baggy for Life is going to try and have a go at Major for P6, doing a good job for the Jaguar team. As this is a very, very tight grid, I got to say. as Pelotti is going to try and have a go on. They're going to go side by side with the Brit. The Turk is going to try his absolute hardest, put that foot down, put it down through that tunnel, make that Renault roar through the tunnels of Tokyo, and there it is. P7 is now, he's going to try and defend his position from the Brit, who's right behind him, only 3/10 separating them, as he's doesn't, but he will still be in the fight for P7 as he takes the very long line, as now Baggy's going to try and have a go. They're going to be round 2 once again for P7, as unfortunately this time Pelotti is going to go down to P8, possible P9. Woozy is now in the mix, as Woozy will try and take the long way round, and Pelotti looks like here as Baggy for life will be in P7. This is brilliant racing from tier 3, 3/10 to 6/10, literally 1 second between P7 and P9. As we see another battle happening between Lego and Andy Winters, also Count Admo as well in the fight, as we'll go back to the fight between Baggy for life and Pelotti and Woozy, as well as Andy Winters will try and hold his position through the inside line, as Lego will also try and go around the outside of Andy Winters, which unfortunately he will not be able to, as we head for the chicane, and then the right-hander, as Andy Winters will take full advantage once again, as now we go back to this fight happening, as they're going to go side by side, exactly side by side, and Pelotti and Worsley as well. As we see Woozy slowly approaching the Renault right ahead of him, as now they're going to go side by side, as we see him here on Pelotti's POV. Woozy is now right ahead of him, as we go back to the normal broadcast camera. Woozy, is Woozy going to try and defend his position, or is Pelotti going to try and go for the position he's not going to? As now Major is now in the mix for the fight, as Pelotti does hit the wall on the exit, as Major has massive tyre wear on his front left tyre and the rear left tyre as well. As I did think there was going to be about another 10, not another 5 laps, but it looks like I was wrong, as we will only get about 8 laps of racing. So the soft compound tyre was the correct compound tyre, or was it, as we head for the final minute of racing, as Lego has slowly getting pressure from Admo, who's right behind him. Bo slowly gone into the distance, as Lipa continues on the stride to win this sprint race, as Andy I thought that they were going to still have a fight, but looks like it's Admo versus Lego, as Lego goes defensive against the Porsche, which is right behind him, as we head for the chicane now between Lego and Admo, as Lego hits the wall on the exit of the chicane, as we head for the right-hander between Lego and Admo, as Major slowly approaching them as well, as this is where the tyre wear is going to be going. At this point, Lego had to put so much pressure on that front left tyre, as now Admo is going to try and have a go at him, who we see right in his rear mirror, as well as even here as they make contact, massive contact between Admo and Lego, as Admo, that was kind of dirty from him, as now Major is going to try and have a go at Lego as well, and he possibly could make the move, but he will not be able to, as, or maybe there was a possibility for Major, but it looks like it's going to go Lipa's way in the sprint race, who takes first blood in the title challenge, as we head for the final right-hander, and the pole is going to win the sprint race. Bo is going to take P2, as Major and Lego are going to go all the way to the end, with Woozy even trying to compete for P6 as it's gonna go Woozy's way, and it will go Woozy's way as we even see M. Pelotti as well, Baggy for Life. Who else was it as well? Who had a brilliant ending? Baggy for Life, Swaz as well, M. Pelotti as well. Brilliant finish as Lego and Woozy side by side, photobomb finish with Woozy taking final blood between those two, and it's going to go Leaper's way for the win in the sprint. Bode, who comes on the second step of the podium, and Andy Winters rounds off the podium. Abmo in 4th, Major in 5th, Woozy in 6th, Lego 7th, Empolotti in 8th, Baggy in 9th, Swaz in 10th, who rounds off the top 10. Spyro fortunately couldn't be up in that top 10. Skittles in 12th, Steel Fan in 13th. Recovery Drive it was as Boeing Pilot as well in 14th, as Madman Jam as well, who rounds off the pack in 15th. And that will be it for the sprint race, looks like. Because now I'm just waiting for the ending. As what a race that was as well. What a race. What a race. As now we will head for the endurance race, 40-minute race, reverse grid. So Madman Jam is going to be on pole position. As we will be back in about 3 to 5 minutes for a quick break for the drivers. And if anyone is actually in the on the stream, that's my question. How was your Christmas? That's kind of what I really want to know. Pretty much. If anyone is watching, which I'm pretty sure no one is. Brilliant. All by myself. Life of a commentator. How lovely. As I will really quickly take a drink break as well. As looks like there it is. Right, so righty then. So here we go. Leaper with Bo at the back of the grid. As we watch from the front to the back, as these two are going to try their absolute hardest. Sorry about that. As those who are going to try their absolute hardest to get through the pack as much as possible, as Bo already gets first blood, as he's going to try and make a move on Andy Winters, as there he goes on the inside of Andy, as Madman still in the front, as Stuyfan from Ireland, he's going to try and make the move as there's carnage already between these two. As Stuyfan is going to try and take the lead of the race, as there we go, Skittles in third, with Boeing Pilot in fifth, as Pyro going to try and make a move on Boeing Pilot as well, as he's going to try and take fourth from Boeing Pilot, as he will, and probably Swaz as well. He's going to try and make some move. They're going to go 3 wide going into the tunnel, as looks, never mind, as I thought it would be, as look, Hyper's going to try and make some moves now, as he just made the first move on Pyro. Now we will make a move on Boeing Pilot or Willy, as he swerves left, right, as he will possibly try and make a move, double overtake into the hairpin, and will it succeed for Baggy for life, as it will not be successful, but it does take one out of the equation for him, as Boeing Pilot is now down in 7th, and Baggy for life up into 5th, as Madman Jam still in 1st from Stylefan. Skittles doing quite a good job, as I say that, as there's a massive crash for Pyro. Jesus. The Stylefan takes the lead of the race, looks like, from Madman Jam, as Skittles and probably Swaz will take 3rd, looks like, as they're going to go side by side, same as Madman Jam with Stylefan. Stylefan has the inside line. Will he, or will Madman Jam take the lead of the race? Who's it going to be as they head for the braking zone into the right-hander? It's going to be Stylefan's way, or will it be Madman Jam as they head now for the chicane? It will go Stylefan's way, as I finally figured out how to say the name. And let's track everyone's progress. Andy Winters in 8th, as looks like Bo and Leaper just cannot get through all this traffic, as Woozy in 7th, as I say his name for the first time in the endurance race, as Baggy also we see there going side by side into the tunnel section between Boeing as well, Boeing Pilot, as Baggy picks himself up into 5th, as Woozy as well picks up another position on his teammate, and the Winters as well, as Boeing Pilot is going down in positions very, very easily, as Baggy for life will try and make a move on Skittles, as he has the inside line, he has all the acceleration, but will not take the position, as Skittles does get a brilliant exit out of the hairpin, as Baggy is now getting attacked from behind. That sounded very wrong, Jesus Christ. From the rear by Woozy. Oh Jesus, that sounded very dirty, but never mind. We move. Woozy in 6th, as he tries to make the move on Baggy, as we head for another left-hander, and Woozy will make the move finally, as he has the inside line, but Baggy will just drive as a normal person would, and he's still holding 5th. Andy Winters in 7th, as Boeing is right on his rear. Lego slowly making some progress, as Leaper as well in 10th, but where is Bo? He's down in 12th. looks like. Admo in 13th, Major in 11th, as he tries to make a move on Lipa, and he probably will do, trying to make life difficult for him, as Skittles also crashes out as Lipa and Major go side by side through the fast right-hander. And whose position will it be? It's going to be Lipa's way, as Lipa makes more and more progress, now trying to make the move on Boeing, as Bo tries to also make some positions happen for himself, as we see those two go side by side right behind those two as well, as Boeing and Lipa and Boeing, who's it going to be? Is it going to be the Pole, or is it going to be the German? And it's going to go Pole's way, or will it? As Boeing will try and maximise his exit, but it goes the Pole's way, as Bo is struggling to get through Major. As he just cannot get past the Brit, who is ahead of him, as Swaz now takes the lead of the race, as there's more and more carnage happening, as Lipa takes more positions, as Boeing is going to try and make a move on Lipa, and it's going to go. Jesus, what is going on? Right, why are we trying to go 4 wide into turn 1, nearly? As there is a car scraping the wall. Lipa is now in 8th, Lego in 9th. 10th, as Major just took the position as they tried to go side by side. Bo is literally right behind them, as Lego is literally cutting off. I think it's Admo's way, as Bo is up into P9, and Lipa and Bo just cannot get separated, always one position behind, and they go forwards as Lipa and Bo continue to push their luck and push each other to the limits, as now Lipa is going to try and have a round 2 with Boeing through the tunnel, as they go side by side, exactly side by side through the tunnel, as Lipa has a little bit of that extra space and just a little bit ahead, as we see Boeing here. Boeing is now right ahead. They're going to go side by side exactly, as now Bo squeezes through the two of them, as Bo will take P7, but Lipa will try and go down the inside of Bo. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Bo. It's going to take the lead in this championship race, as Lipa is still in P8. Bo doing absolute wonders for himself, as he squeezed right through Boeing and Lipa through the tunnel and into the hairpin he went. What a brilliant double move that was from Bo, and that's the reason why he's going. That's why he's a title challenger, and Lipa is right behind him as well. Let's have a look at the front of the grid, as nothing much is happening as I thought there would be, but they're going to go side by side as I thought they were into turn 1. As we watch Bo's rear bumper angle, we see Lipa there on the outside, as Bo tries to go very defensive, as we still see him there in the background of the bumper of Bo, as we now head for the chicane, and it's still going to go Bo's way, as we now go to Lipa's POV for the right-hander, trying to maximise its acceleration, as only 3/10 separate the two gladiators of the tier, as they now head for the tunnel, as both did hit a little bit of the tunnel, but that's not really going to affect him as much, as looks like Andy, Skittles and Woozy are all going to go nearly 3 wide into the hairpin, and Bo and Lipa as well. giving it everything out on the track. As we'll watch on with Skittles for now, as he's going to give us a nice little front and back view of what's happening at the front and the back as he hits the wall and through the left-hander, and again another left-hander, as now the slipstream is now coming into play, as Bo only nearly 4 tenths behind Skittles, as Bo will try to make the move from far back, which will not happen, but Skittles does hit the wall on the exit, trying to get the slipstream of Skittles' car, and there it is. They're going to go side by side, as that is not what I want. There we go, as Bo will try and take the long way round of Skittles, as normally that doesn't really work, as normally the inside line is more the favourite way, as Lipa tries to push Bo through the corners. Skittles is still going to hold on to sixth as Lipa comes into play, and he will steal the position from Bo, looks like, who is down only in 8th, as now Boeing finds himself behind Bo as we head for the tunnel for the 6th time this race. As now Skittles has Lipa to deal with, as he is only nearly 6 tenths behind the car behind him, as Bo will try to look for a move on his championship rival. As we watch Skittles style fan in the pit lane, Bio makes the move on Lipa, his title rival. They're going to go side by side possibly, as though they will not, up the hill and into the right hander we go, as we watch on from the interior view of Bo's Lexus car. Right behind him is actually Lipa, if you cannot tell, as I've been saying that name for like the past 2 minutes straight, as we head for the right hander, and it's going to go Lipa's way, as they're going to go side by side into turn 1, and who's going to come out on top? Is it going to be Bo? Is it going to be Lipa? They go side by side exactly, and it's still side by side. It's still that close between Bo and Lipa. They're going to go down the hill now, as who's going to have the inside line for this upcoming right-hander? It's going to be Bo who's going to have the inside line. They're going to go side by side as he squeezes Lipa into the wall, as who's going to get the better exit out of this corner. Into the chicane we go, and looks like Bo is going to have the upper advantage, as there is only 28 minutes left on the clock, so there's still plenty of time for these two gladiators at the tier to push up into those higher championship points, as both of them could still lose out on points, as it's still very early on in the race, as they are already in 6 and 7. As at the moment I've hit the commentator's block. But looks like Lipa has some company on him, as Lego, his own teammate, looks like Bo's teammate is now going to be involved, but Lego done the beautiful switchback in a hairpin, as they're going to try and go side by side up the hill and into the right hander. Between Lego and Lipa we go, and it's going to go Lipa's way, as Bo picks up a position to 5th, as Skittles tries to look for Bo, as they very calmly stick all together as a pack. Madman Jam is now getting involved in the mixer, as Bo still in 5th. Lipa also getting pressed from the rear, as looks like everyone hitting the wall into turn 1. As Lipa will try and have a go on the Skittles McNasty, as we watch him from the interior view, as Lipa tried to go the long way round the Skittles. What are you doing, lad? as he tries the beautiful swing back. That's what he was doing. And Skittles makes it lovely for himself as Lego did hit the wall on the exit of the chicane. As he has to try and slow down Lipa as much as possible for his teammate, as Bo picks up another position, as Lipa picks up also a position. He's up into 6th. He's now got Madman Jam and then his title rival, as Madman Jam is side by side with Bo, as Lipa wants Madman Jam to do something, do some wonders for him, and it's not gonna go his way, but Lipa makes a diving lunge up into P4 possibly, but unfortunately will not happen, as what happened to Madman Jam? Okay, looks like, oh, he went into the pit lane. Okay, I was wondering where he went. As looks like now Bo and Lipa are back together, 4-5, with Andy Winters leading those two. Andy Winters up into 3rd, as I don't think it's going to be too difficult of a job with Bo and Lipa, both very quick in this tier, especially as Lego will try to keep up with them, as he only has one position, as possibly Bo could even come into play if he defends this from Lipa, as they're going to go side by side once again, and it's gonna go Bo's way for now, as Bo will try and do some defensive work at the moment to try and get his teammate to come into play, as I just saw Lego drifting through the chicane, as Bo will try, as I'm hoping that Bo will try and get his teammate into play with this, and try and hold up Lipa so that Lego can get involved, I'm hoping. But that doesn't seem to be the case, as Lipa will try and go on a diving lunge into the hairpin, and it's gonna go Bo's way. And it will go Bo's way for now, as Swaz looks like he's going to go into the pits from the lead of the race for a brand new set of medium tyres or softs. I'm not possibly sure. Bo gets a brilliant line through the twisty part of the circuit, as Lipa still right behind him, only 3/10 separating those drivers, and nearly 1.5 seconds separating Lego and Lipa. As looks like Lipa's going to try and have a go at Bo here, going into turn 1, as that doesn't seem to be the case. And as I did say, Bo and Lipa, they're going to quickly catch up to Andy. No surprise there with the monster, well, nearly a monster looking livery, but yeah, as Bo with light work at defence for now. Lego will have to do some defensive work or try and get away from Abmo as much as possible. As I'm going to have a look down the grid a little bit for a battle for you lot, as it doesn't really seem to be the case. Woozy out in front with the halfway mark yet to come. Lipa and Bo side by side through the tunnel, as I've only just saw that. And who's going to head for the pits first? Is it going to be Bo? Is it going to be Lipa? Is it going to be Lipa who's going to take P3 away from Bo, as Lipa tried to have a look on the inside line, decides to take the long way round and keep it clean, as Lego is now nearly 2 seconds behind Lipa and Bo, and that is exactly why Bo and Lipa are in front, as I just got a text message, I'm not sure from who. As Bo gave himself some breathing room with 1 second. Bo gave himself some breathing room from his title rival, and Lego seems to be getting ever so closer to Lipa, but will that be the case, as he still has Abmo behind him? As I really want to find you lots some battles, but all the drivers just separated at the moment as Lego hit the exit wall. As there seems to be a battle between Abmo and Lego, as Abmo has the slipstream of the Lexus ahead of him. Could this mean a move into the hairpin, possibly, as they drive right to it, as Abmo looked for the move as Andy Winters pits for a brand new set of tyres. Bo up into P2, Lipa up into P3. Lipa doing a brilliant tyre, well, holding off the tyre wear. Lego pressing them 100%, as this will be the lap, which I think he will pit, but you never know. Let's have a look here, as once again Lipa and Bo getting ever so close, as Abmo tries to have a look for a move on Lego, but unfortunately will not work out for the Porsche driver. As Lipa decides this is the time to attack, this is the time where I know my opponent ahead of me has very little grip left on his tyres, and this is the time to push, as he is pushing 100% with the quadrant livery. And could this be a pit stop for Bo, or will he carry on that same medium compound tyre? What's his decision? It's going to stay out. Lipa in. Woozy pits as well. Lego into the pits. Abmo into the pits. Very, very risky decision from Bo. But let's see if his strategy will work, as Stylefan takes second place from all those pit stops. Who else is going to be up into P3? It's going to be Swars as well. Woozy comes out P5, Woozy P4, Boeing P5, Lipa P6. And that's going to be one very fast driver, as he's on the soft compound tyre. Andy Winters also on the softs. Lego on the softs as well. Major on the softs. Everyone out on soft tyres, as it's the final, well, nearly last 15 minutes of racing. But let's see, Pyro only out now, as that's where Baggy for Life has gone. Pyro only just in the pits right now. Both 15 seconds ahead, but that lead is not going to last very long, as Let's see if he can get some breathing room or some clean air ahead. As we see Woozy, Swars, Boeing, Leaper all fighting for P3. As Bo will probably head for the pit lane right about now. There he goes, as the Style Fan will probably take the lead of the race. And there it is. He will take the lead of the race, as Bo only just now changed his tyres, now refueling, as Style Fan pits as well, looks like. Swords is going to take the lead as Wizzy goes second, Boeing in third, Leaper in fourth, as there comes Bo out in sixth, behind Andy Winters. So the top three are 4, 5 and 6, as Leaper will try and have a go at Boeing here, fourth for the podium at this point. And Leaper does get squeezed out by the German, and it's still going to be the pilot who will stay in P3, as Andy Winters has joined in the party now, and going to go side by side with Leaper, and Leaper will get the upper hand in that fight, as now Bo will soon be invited to that party, which I don't think Leaper wants. But if Boeing keeps doing what he's doing and holding up everyone, this will mean that Bo will be invited to the party, and Leaper doesn't want that, as he tries to make the move right away. Andy as well, he's going to try and push his way through. Bo as well, he's going to try and push his way through also, as Boeing will not let that, as Bo is stuck behind the Supra. Will Bo try and get a good exit? He will try and get a good exit, as Leaper up into the podium position. Andy in fourth, Boeing in fifth, as Bo will try and have a go at Boeing into the hairpin possibly, as he tries to get the slipstream of the Supra, which is coming out ahead of the car. And will Bo try and make the move? He makes the lunge, and it does happen for Bo. He does pick up a position as Boeing goes into the pit lane, and now Lego and Bo are both together, 5 and 6. So let's see what will happen from this outcome of the race, as now the grid has gone even tighter, as looks like there's a battle going on between Major, Abmo and Pelotti as well. As it's going to be a beautiful title decider in Belgium, in Spa, to end the season off with a bang, as it always is. Unpredictable in Gran Turismo. For the 3 seasons I've been commentating, there's always been a title challenge, and there's always been one victor. One victor out of every tier. Last season, tier 2 was... no. Yep, it was a brilliant title decider. However, it obviously went to one man, one of the admins. Last season, there's another double championship as well, which was in season number 4, I'm pretty sure, before Iggy has arrived in season 6. But no, season 5 he has arrived. But Let's have a look here as Bo has now closed up the gap massively, as Woozy still out in front. Leaper up into P2 as Swarz has now dropped the position to Leaper. Andy Winters will try and follow that up as he's only nearly 7 tenths behind Swarz, who just hit the wall, which will cost him massively as well. And it will be another top 3 finish for Leaper, once again for the pole, who sets the fastest lap in between as well, with 10 minutes left on the clock. Now there's not a lot of time, but there's still that if. There is still that if, because in that 10 minutes, anything can happen. Anything. As we watch on with Swarz for now. Andy Winters and Bo are going to try and have a little fight here for P4. As Bo will be begging to get a better exit than Andy here, as they're going to, as Bo will tuck in behind Andy, and Bo will get a nice exit coming out of the right-hander. However, I don't think it's going to be enough, but now he's going to try and get the slipstream coming out of Andy's car, which is ahead of him through the tunnel. The engine's roaring past for the 16th time, and as we head for the hairpin once again, who's it going to go? It's still going to head for the exactly the same order. However, Swarz is still going to stay in third, as Bo will try now and attack Andy Winters, who has the outside line, and he will get ahead of Andy, as Leaper has brilliantly made himself some room, and he's going to try and go back-to-back wins for tonight, as Bo right behind him now, as he has to now try and catch up nearly 3.5 seconds up the road. So now it's quali laps for Bo, as he will try and now have to somehow try and catch up to Leaper. Somehow, I don't know how he's going to do that, but we shall see in the next 7.5 minutes. On the other hand, let's have a look if there are any other battles happening. Boeing and Madman Jam are having a little fight of their own towards the back of the grid, as Pyro had very 2 quiet races tonight. Let's have a look more towards the front again, as Andy and Swarz, possible teammates, going 4 and 5. Lego 3 and 6, as he's going to try and catch up to both Andy and Swarz as well. Major and Abbo 7-8, as we see here. As Woozy will not give it that easily, as he's finally found the rhythm. As Woozy is also doing 155s also. Leaper doing 155.3, as Bo finally is up into that 155.4s. One-tenth quicker, 1/10 slower than Leaper's last time, but if Woozy can hold on, he's gonna deny Lipa of a back-to-back win in Tokyo, and that's going to cause even more drama coming towards Belgium, as Bo lost out on a couple points, but not too many at all. As I'm pretty sure this is one of the tightest Tier 3 grids we've had in ALR for quite some time, as Lego gets ever so closer to Swarz, as Lego will try and now go around the outside, trying to take a long way round of Swarz, and that exit done him dirty, as he did have a little understeer, but it will help him out there a little bit, as Lego, Jesus, as both cars make massive contact, and picks up, Lego will pick up a position. Bo losing out on massive amounts of time, not really what you want, as Lipa will catch up to Woozy instead, and that's kind of not what you want if you're Bo. Only 4 minutes left on the clock, and this could be a back-to-back wins for Lipa in Tokyo. Maximum points in Tokyo, with 2 fastest laps as well. As Woozy got away there a little bit. The tyre wear is slowly going out on Woozy as well, and Lipa is quite good at controlling those tyre temps and the tyre management. As we have a look further back the grid, Stylefan and Empelotti 9 and 10, they're having a little fight of their own, only 1 second within. As Lego now is after Andy Winters, who is 4 seconds up the road. And both 4.5 seconds down on his title challenger, who is very quickly approaching first place, as he heads for the 156s, and Woozy does a 156.5. So Bo could be in trouble, or Woozy could help out, as we see Bo there in the background as well. This could come in clutch either for Woozy or not, as for Bo, sorry, come in clutch, as Woozy could be able to defend a little bit, but I don't think for long, as Lipa hits the wall on the exit of the chicane, as the tyres are very quickly degrading on the Supra, as Lipa gets a brilliant exit out of the fast right-hander. And this could be very bad news for Bo, as he does not want his title rival to go back-to-back wins going into Spa-Francorchamps, as we head for the hairpin between Lipa and Woozy. Who's it going to go? Is it going to be Woozy or is it going to be Lipa? It's going to be Woozy who's going to stay ahead for now. But Lipa will try and get a brilliant exit coming out of the hairpin, as he does. And this could be very bad news for Woozy, as they go up the slip road and into the twisty part of the circuit, as Woozy goes left, right and left, same as Lipa as they go now side by side, and it could Woozy doing a brilliant defensive job for now. However, can he hold him off? Can Woozy hold off Lipa for the final part of the race? As this will now be the final lap that these drivers do. Some drivers will go only 20 laps, but Lipa, Woozy, Bo, Andy, and possibly even Lego will go 5 laps, 1 lap quicker. Let's have a look as Woozy will hold on for now, as this is the most important part of of the whole race, the ending, as we could see a possible three-way fight for the lead, as Bo is very quickly catching up to both Lipa and Woozy. Woozy doing a brilliant job for Bo here as we head for the right-hander, as there's not a lot of corners left for Woozy and Bo, as Woozy is trying to help Bo as much as possible, as Bo does hit the exit of the right-hander. They head for the tunnel, left, right, and then left for the one final time, as they head for the hairpin. 5 tenths separated Lipa and Woozy, as Lipa will try once again and do the exact same thing. Woozy getting as close as possible. As Woozy will head for the twisty part one final time and through the left-hander, and it will go Woozy's way, possibly, as he has one left corner left to go, but Lipa could possibly deny that win for Woozy, as Lipa will take the back-to-back wins in the dying moments of the race. Woozy in second, Bo in third, Andy Winters 4th, Lego in 5th, Admo Major Style Fan 6, 7, 8, with M. Pelotti in 9th and Swars in 10th, who ran out of fuel. And what an ending it was for Lipa and Woozy, as he nearly, very nearly got the job done, but it's still 3 seconds. Still 3 seconds. Woozy could not have done a better job, and Bo as well. And that is the end of this chapter, as we head for the next chapter, chapter 8 of book 7, which will be the final of the series. And that will be written next week, actually. And well, I'm pretty sure I will be on tier 3 comms again, so expect me to be on the commentary box once again. And let's hope that Pyro will have a much better week in Spa, as he did do 2 hours of the endurance thing. So hopefully that practice could come into play. But here the chapter has been written, and Lipa takes a double blood, if anything, on the championship. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. And hopefully I'll see you guys next week, probably.